How you doing? Enjoyed your video. It made me think about what I've researched. The reason why you're seeing corollaries or correlations in Buddha and Jesus and really all the religions are tied together, and that's for one reason. Uh, if you believe in reincarnation, all these Buddha, Jesus, Thoth, so on. Uh, these are Jesus reincarnated and so forth. And anyway, that's why the stories are so similar. Plus, another thing, when Jesus was a child, we only hear the story of Jesus from the time he was 30 to 33 to the time he died. But the times before, we don't hear much about. And that's the reason why the three kings visited Jesus when he was born to give him all the treasures and the things he would need to travel. And the treasures that were given he used to travel around the world to gain spiritual knowledge. And he did. And he traveled all over the world and through Tibet and all that to study. And then he came back to try to teach the Jews and the people, in that area what he learned and how, all the religions basically tied together. And they do. In ancient times, the rulers or the elite split the religions to divide and conquer. That's basically what happened. And that's what we're playing out today. But that's all changing as you had an epiphany, as you say, a revelation. That's what's happening today. And I found this out several years ago that really everything ties together. It all fits the puzzle. It all comes together, and that's where we're going to find that, all the fighting and everything that we've had, our indifferences, really has been a game played against us to fight each other, to get our attention off the elite who are ruling us, and doing so by causing such conflict and strife between us. And basically how that happens is they give us false information over the TV through the news, because they control the media outlets. Unless you go to alternative news will you hear the truth. But basically that's propaganda used to cause us to want to fight and be against one another. And this is playing out to bring about the New World Order, to bring about a one world leader. And this is going to be Satan, or the evil one, whatever you want to call it. But I believe there's been an intervention. There's too many people waking up that are finding out the lies and how we've been done for centuries, for millennia, to cause these people to gain so much power over us. We've given them everything. We allowed them to tax us to death. And America was supposed to be the vestige of freedom, and we've lost sight of that. But I feel like we're gaining that back. I've woken up and realized that, all of us want the same thing. Basically, I've done a lot of travel, and we all want the same thing. Just to be left alone, to enjoy our families, not to be starving to death. And all this stuff has been rigged. We've been manipulated. We have every right to be angry, and the Illuminati is going down. And thank God, I'm so happy that our consciousness and our ability to know things are waking up. And I believe it's through information, through the internet, that all this is leaking out finally. And I believe it was meant to be. So I just want to thank you, and I'm glad to hear that you feel the same way. And God bless, and pass the word on that we're all the same, and we really all want the same thing, and there's no reason to be fighting. You know, I imagine you want the same thing I want. And religions, I believe, basically were used against us. It was taken way out of context, and it was there to give us examples, and we just pressed way into it. And you're right, Christianity, Christians tend to be dogmatic about, their beliefs, and, basically you got to forgive because, I'm a Christian, but I'm I'm a spiritualist. I don't like uh, to be labeled. I believe we all have one God. We come from one source. How could it be any otherwise? Who made who, I guess, is the question. You know, um, and someone had to make all this. What we see out in front of us, out in space. Uh, and so far as I know, it's a one God who made it all. I don't know. It might be several. I don't know. But I just know that, basically we, as people on the earth, I found want the same thing. And basically we're told lies to cause indifference, to cause us to have strife and to fight. And that's basically it. I mean, and it makes me very angry that, these elite have done this to us. But anyway, you can go to my website or my YouTube page, Reese, R-E-E-S-E 761990, my channel, and you can look at the different videos that talk about this. One good video is Changes on the Horizon. Watch that video, and you'll see how the Illuminati has worked their way into our society, and this is all over the world, not just America. This is all over the world. And there's other videos on there that you might be interested in, but I just again want to thank you for your video and your epiphany, your revelation. I love you, brother. Take care.